Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. In this episode, we're going to head back over to Noki Bay. We're going to look at the light. Oh my god, we're dead. Okay, no, we're not. We're still back in Noki Bay. Episode 5, the second Piantissimo Surf Swim. Oh, he's back. Yeah, I remember the second Piantissimo. Yep, this douche right over there. So, yeah, we got to race him again. And so, we just had to take a bit of the climbing. Y'all see there's no more poison on the water, so it definitely looks a lot cleaner this time. Now, hopefully all of our people will return home again. We owe it all to you. Thanks. And say, do you know that guy? He's been waiting up there for you for quite a while. And let's see what we have to say. Thanks to you, our bay is clean again. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you're welcome here. Yeah, so now this water is, it's, you know, safe to actually go and swim in here. And once again, I'm just going to say here, this water looks so fucking gorgeous. And the way it blends in with the, with the blue right there, it's beautiful. Anyway, hello again. Ho ho ho, foolish men! I am the second Piantissimo! Yes, that is me! And now I challenge you to a race to that flag! So we just gotta go straight, a little straight shot here. It's not as difficult. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's a little easier than the last race, ironically enough. It is a race to the finish. The best time is 40 seconds. Are you at the ready? Then get set and go! Alright, so, yeah, he can just do the dive bomb here, and he actually could just get knocked over, but all you gotta do is just swim over, and yeah, like I said, the water should be safe enough to actually swim in, so it shouldn't be any harm. It's all nice looking here. Look at that majestic water. I know, I always gush over the water too much, so I just can't help it. It's so gorgeous on the GameCube. Ugh. But anyways, yeah, this is actually a very quick race here, and you see, just like that over there. Like I said, it's actually easier than the last race, ironically enough. And so, yeah, he's just catching it back over. So, yeah, all he does is just swim around on the water. But all you gotta do is just, you know, just hover over. You are quite speedy. You are like a fish. You may not be the slow clam chopper I took you for. Maybe race again. Watch for me. And there's our shine spy right here. You know, I'm pretty sure he's at least unaware of what the shine spy is for anyway, though. But I still have to question why he's still holding on to them. But trust me on this one, folks, it's going to be a lot worse from here, and then you're going to see to such ridiculous measures for like some people holding shine sprites. And next up is the shell secret. Yep, it says secret in the episode title here, so that means another secret course. It's in that mysterious shell up there. And this one kind of took a while for me to get to, though, because there's like a lot of pathways to get to that secret shell. Which you'll definitely say, oh shit, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry about that. I only do that to Piantas, but not you. Not you guys. I like you guys. Master Mario, you've become tied to our destiny, I'm afraid. A pathway to another world has opened above our fair land. Surely you will go there. Of course, you must go there. I apologize for involving you in all of this. Good luck. We'll cheer you on from here. Farewell. Alright, so, yeah, like I said, there's quite a bit of pathways to get to that secret shell, and it did take me a while, though, because I forgot the exact way to get it there. Oh, I hit you again. You'll have to use the ropes to climb it there, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do, so, watch out for these, electrical spikes. Well, we've seen this before back over in, Bianco Hills, but, yeah, they're here again. They always come here for the, on the ropes here. But thank God there's not those windy fucks that will those cyclones will actually try to knock Mario over, and I'm glad about that. Oh man, how about that? Nice real low frame rate drop there. What'd you say? Ooh, that's some good frame rate drops. But anyways, so yeah, there's like the blue electrical spikes and also the red ones. So there's really no difference at all, though. Well, the only thing about it is that, you know, just a different color, and also the size are a little different, where one's bigger than the other, but that's it, really. They're still the exact same. Now, I'm actually going up this spiral pathway up to the top here, but it's not exactly so much the actual way, though. As a matter of fact, the shell's just way over there, so I have to just go into hover over there, which, thankfully, at least I don't really get knocked over, though. Thank God. But yeah, it's really not the right pathway, and I just forgot exactly where to go to get to it. So, yeah, I had to take a nice little vantage point and just get it here. Or, you know, you can just use a sideways jump to get to the top, and there you go. So I think I should be able. Well, yeah, I guess I gotta be able to make it here, as long as the camera angle just doesn't try to screw me over, though. Now, I mean, granted, damn it. Okay, I didn't mean for that to happen, but. Granted though, I will say the camera control actually is a lot better than Mario 64 because because for one thing it's mapped to the C stick, and yeah, the C buttons that were on the N64 they were changed to a C stick, so it has a more analog camera control because of it. So that way there you have much better or much better camera movement around there. But sometimes it could screw you over though. But at the very least, it is better than Mario 64, and also with a lot of other N64 titles because all the C buttons. Alright, so this secret course here is once again a climb. Yeah, this whole level of Noki Bay, all this is essentially a climb in a nutshell. You always have to climb things, and yeah, even the secret course has you climb up to the top. But strangely enough though, this is actually the only secret course there is though, because there's actually no other well, maybe unless you want to count the underwater section as such though, but well, maybe not so much of that though, but yeah, this is actually the only secret platforming challenge you have here, the one where you get flood taken away from you on the first visit. So yeah, there's just only one here, which is, kind of strange, considering the other levels would have at least two, or at least more than one, but, consider the fact that, Serena Beach actually had, the secret courses are so close to each other, then, I guess it's kind of a nice break that there is there, but yeah, so you're gonna have to climb up here, and ladies and gentlemen, this whole course made me nervous because because the way some of the platforms are positioned, and you have to make sure you're really skillful with the jumps that you have to do. So yeah, look at this right here. So I can't, because of the fact that I guess the only thing I could do is just do the sideways jump, but it's not gonna be high enough for Mario to reach up here. So to get to those moving platforms up there, you would have to wall jump. And sadly enough, though, the way that the wall jumps are, they're more angled, and you don't really have as much control for it. Then you really want to be careful and just take a closer look to see how exactly how the platforms are positioned, and then just try to wall jump from there. But because of how angled they are, then it's very hard to tell exactly where you want to go, and that's just how it makes me nervous for all this here. So, but yeah, there we go. So at least I made it that time. But yeah, this is actually the one where honestly, it's also times like these, aside from how I really wish that these platform challenges are very much designed for the long jump. There's also another one of those things where I actually really wish that Mario would still have the backflip jump, where you just crouch and then press A, and then Mario does that backflip. Yeah, that's another thing I wish it would be here too, but no, they just took that away, and then unfortunately, because of the fact that we don't have FLUDD with us, so Mario has to rely on his own kind of platforming skills without FLUDD. But yeah, that's one of those things where I really wish we had those, but no, they took this away. So there's like about a lot of trial and error that goes on for these here. My God, holy shit! Did you guys see that right just now here? I thought I was gonna fall off from that spinning platform. Because of those blocks on the platform itself, though. But I mean, at least I made it that time. And yeah, you want to make sure to position yourself correctly on these rotating platforms too. My God, though, all this makes me nervous here. So yeah, and because of the way that they took this away, and plus of the fact that that Mario's wall jumps are more angled, and you don't have as much control, that really does feel like a downgrade, or very much like a step backwards from Mario 64 for Mario's jumping abilities. Alright, so yeah, this is the part that really makes me nervous, because, okay, there we go. And yes, folks, if you actually noticed that how my life counter did not go down, that means that, yes, this is all my very first attempt on this platforming challenge, and so I still made it to the Shine Sprite. Wow, I guess I must be that skilled there, huh? But overall, throughout this whole challenge here, I was very much nervous through this whole thing. Like, when I was recording this, I very much, I was, like, on the edge of my seat trying to go through those, but at least I made it, though. Alright, next one, Holy Shadow Mario. Yeah, even Shadow Mario couldn't get tired out, despite being just some kind of artificial being. Is that a relative of yours? Quite an odd family you've got. Does he even look like family? Oh yeah, I call my family odd. Oh, my Luigi's actually the odd one, He's always so odd, there. But not this one, though. He's never in my... this guy over here is never in my family. But, although I do say that, Shadow Mario's an artificial being, but... he's actually not, though, because we already know who Shadow Mario really is. It's actually just some kind of a disguise. So yeah, same as before, it's episode 7, so every 7th episode of the level is always a Shadow Mario mission. This one is a little trickier, though, because of all the platforming you have to do, and how Shadow Mario would always go over to the platforms using his own kind of platform maneuvers, so... yeah, you're gonna have to. It's gonna be. You're gonna be here for a while because of it, though. So it's not really as quick as I did with the other Shadow Mario runs. So just keep squirting at him as much as you can. If he stops there, you can actually just go into the like zoom in and then just squirt Shadow Mario with Flood. But yeah, you're gonna be here for a while because of how you have to keep on jumping from platform to platform and then just go into the those higher platforms too. So yeah, it's a little trickier, a little more challenging because of it though. I mean, not hard per se though, but you know, you're just gonna be here for a while. But yeah, it actually feels strange though that they know Shadow Mario can even get tired out. That he actually wipes the sweat off his forehead, and you know that's despite the fact that that Shadow Mario is just some kind of a artificial disguise, and he shouldn't really have those kind of natural abilities, but no. Oh hey, there we go. Now we got him. Curses! I won't forget this. And there we go. Yeah, that's only because, you know, it's basically copying off Mario's idle animations where, you know, because he gets so hot and then he just wipes the sweat off his forehead. Well, from his head, basically. Although, there's another thing I also didn't mention as well, you know, with Mario's hat. So, there's also some enemies here. Oh, and there's last. Oh, fuck me. The red coin fish. Ugh, fucking A. Ugh. I mean, it's not terribly difficult, don't get me wrong. It's just a pain in the ass. As with all the other missions here, too. We've been waiting for you, Mario. Grandpa's at the top as usual. Please wear this again, okay? You can use this rope as a shortcut to the top. Yeah, just like before. Oh, hey, I haven't seen you before. Nice to meet you, Mr. Mario. Thank you so much for restoring our beautiful bay to purity. Okay, so you're holding a baby right here. Oh, look at that, you're a mother. That's real cute. So, yeah, back to what I was saying. So one thing I never mentioned about Mario's hat, some enemies, like, there were some enemies I actually didn't get to show up, but it's actually one of those, flying stews. Some enemies, just like in Mario 64, they will actually steal Mario's hat. However, there is actually a catch to this right here, and, you know, something that's, you know, a little worse than in Mario 64. So, if you remember back in Mario 64, if Mario loses his hat, the damage that he takes doubles. And so, like, you know, usually if, like, say, for instance, if he loses 1 health, then he actually loses 2. So, you know, it's basically, like, double damage if he loses his hat. However, in Sunshine, if he loses his hat in this game, Mario's health will gradually decrease. And the reason for that is because of the hot temperatures in Isle Delfino, then the sun, the heat of the sun will actually just go and beat down, and then Mario actually just slowly take damage, and yeah, his health will gradually drain. From that there until it reaches 0. So yeah, kind of like, you know, kind of like the air meter. So yeah, I know it kind of seems very much like a downgrade, another one of those downgrades because of it and how inconvenient it is, though. But I guess it makes sense in context, though, because of the whole temperatures of Isle Delfino. You know, this being a tropical climate. So anyway, here you're Elder. Master Mario, our people have all come back at last. To show our thanks, we prepared a fine treasure for you. It lies on the ocean's floor, so please go there and claim it. Just remember to watch your life meter. Oh yeah, treasure down at the ocean floor. So, alright. Well, yeah, we already know what we have to deal with. So, oh good. I was actually hoping I would make it down there because I was outside of the flow of the waterfall. Alright, so this here is the red coin fish. You may think at first glance that it looks very easy, but nope, not so much easy. It's still a pain in the ass, and for a few things actually. First obvious thing, as you can see here, is that every once in a while, the red coin fish will break itself apart, and they will scatter all over the place. And so, yeah, and you know that's also aside from the fact that the coin fish will actually move around constantly, you know, as if it's a fish. So kind of like a school of red coins. And sometimes you'll even mistake it for, like, you know, an actual school of fish that you see here. But yeah, one thing, it just moves around, but it also just breaks itself apart, and then you'll see the red coins going all over the place, and you want to make sure to just, you know, try to scatter. Also, yes, they will also clip through the walls as well, so that's another pain in the ass thing about it. And the other thing is, of course, the controls for this here, because the controls for the for Jetpack Flood sucks ass. Oh yeah, I'm not even kidding. It's so much more stiff than usual though. And also for the fact that, yeah, Mario's health will still slowly drain out. I mean, not as fast as when he's normally underwater, but just slowly, though. That is despite the fact that Mario's wearing an air helmet, and you know, he should be able to breathe underwater if he has an air helmet on. So that doesn't really make any sense. I mean, you know, because you know, in SpongeBob, you know, we have Sandy who who usually wears an air helmet with a spacesuit when she goes around in Bikini Bottom, and she still breathes just fine, though, because it's all nothing but air, her being a squirrel and all that. So Mario's practically doing the same thing, too, except that, he's still, his air meter's still draining down. So, yeah, that doesn't really make much sense at all, honestly. Now, the one saving grace about it, though, is that since you're underwater, then at least Flood never runs out of water himself, though. So, you basically have infinite water for Flood's water tank. So that's good, at least. So if I can just get that, yeah, there we go. Now we got that last rare coin. The other kind of thing you want to watch out for is that as you actually collect more coins from the rare coin fish itself, though, it's going to be much harder to distinguish exactly where those other rare coins are, because you'll end up losing the rare coin fish, and you have to look very closely to where it is, though. So if you collect more coins, then that's the one downside about it, is that it would be a lot harder to actually locate where that coin fish is. So yeah, that's another thing about it, though. So at least we got that done, though. So I mean, again, it's not really the hardest thing there is, though, but it's very much a pain in the ass because of it, because you have to deal with it moving around, and then when it breaks itself apart occasionally, and also with the sucky controls of this thing. So yeah, that's all there is to it. But at least that's done, and so now we have all the 8 main shine sprites for Noki Bay. And so all that's left is just the secret shine sprites that we have to do. So yeah, 2 of those, which of course that means 100 coin mission. Yeah, that's another one of those things where, yeah, it's still another one of those pain in the ass things about it, and but that's what we have to look forward to. So anyway, so next time on Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine, we're gonna go back into Noki Bay and get the secret shine sprites, and then we should be done. And it's gonna be a while, though, because of how much of a pain in that it tends to be. So yeah. Anyways, until next time, I'll see you guys later.